Greetings, this is DJ Real coming to you with a video version of Real Understanding Podcast, where I discuss things that may or may not be taboo. This will be the first YouTube video. I've been watching YouTube for, I don't know, since maybe 2010. Something like that, when it was a very brand new platform. Had a lot of information on there, a lot of people sharing their intellectual property and, putting music up, movies, all sorts of things. And of course, it became monetized. I knew that was coming one day when, YouTube would lock it down. And the thing about YouTube, I know it's true for myself. I find myself watching YouTube more than I do television or anything like that. I'm always, there's so much on there. And my only problem is, you get stuck in silos, and they'll recommend or push certain content to you that you may or may not be interested in. I'm an eclectic person. I like different things. So I don't like that same silo of videos. And this right here, though, is kind of related. My I would say, discussion. But I want to discuss something that I'm noticing on social media, especially YouTube. We're in very auspicious times now. Things happening, economies are crashing, and the world is ending, But it's just a lot of doom and gloom, and it's get ready for the crash. It's get ready for this, big thing that's going to happen. Get ready. Let's just leave it at that. Get ready. I'm warning you. It's good to take heed to warnings. But I'm looking at how it's been maybe a couple of years. I've been seeing how this big thing is going to happen any minute now. I get we're in inflation. We're in that. The prices are high. It's nothing new. But what I'm worried about is the mental health of everybody who's consuming these videos. I mean, you would have someone, and there's no shade to anybody that put out content, because they're putting out what they think they need to put out. And I'm appreciative of information, of quality, good information somebody put out. But if I get like an overload of the same talking points, the economy is crashing, food shortage is about to happen, you better protect yourself. It's kind of like, okay, how do you do that? How do you survive a food shortage? I mean, about the only thing you can do is store food, go buy some canned goods, some dry goods, and have them at the house. Don't touch them unless in emergencies. Have some rations, different things like that. Grow your food. That'll be the smartest thing. Everybody have a backyard garden and grow the food. But will people really grow their food? I mean, are people really doing it? I think more and more people are growing food. But it takes time to grow food. And, I have relatives, my parents. My parents were born in the 20s. So, my brothers and sisters are baby boomers. I'm from Generation X. I was born way late. But my parents used to tell me about during the Great Depression, they lived on a farm, so they didn't feel the impact of it. And they used to have like pastors and different politicians and different things from the bigger cities to come down, stay on the farm. They'll stay a week. They'll eat a lot of food. Mama said she would see those guys just pig out. And after a week, they go back. But she was just telling me about how, and my father, the same thing. They was telling me how on the farm, they grew everything. They didn't have really a need for money. They traded for what they couldn't make or grow. That's the only time they needed money. For the most part, they made new clothes. They cooked the food. They grew the food. They grew the animals. They used the wood to create furniture, tools, fencing, different things. They were very skilled at doing that. And most of us in the modern age here, we have jobs. And your job will not prepare you to be self-sufficient. And being honest with you, for people that study economics or capitalism, that's what the whole division of labor that Adam Smith talks about design, basically to provide people labor instead of you being a one-man self-contained unit. You just do one specialized skill, then someone else do another specialized skill. You just have a bunch of people of specialized skills. That skill by itself won't survive independently with that one skill. So the way I would approach talking about doom and gloom and coming disaster, and first of all, when it comes, we just have to deal with it wherever you are. If you don't have enough money, you're gonna have to find a way to deal with it. And usually humans are adaptable, so no matter how bad the circumstances, we'll have to go through it in order to learn to adapt to it. But the threat of it coming, that fear, that does something negative to our psyche. It brings us down, and I think we need to be in a place where we're more focused on building the skill sets up, skill sets you need to be independent. If it's learning to grow food, if it's learning how to invest your money, if it's finding other side hustles and different things. We just have to be clear. We have to have a clear mind to be able to use strategy. And I think if you got fear and too much emotion wrapped up in it, you're not going to have an effective strategy on it. You're just going to be desperate. And I think, matter of fact, desperation comes from a position of fear. You're desperate. So we really need to be on a strategy game. And, that's how you got to move through life anyway. But it's happening to everybody. We're all caught up in this, whatever shifts that's happening. It's a global shift. Everything changes. Tune out anything that triggers fear. And, that's not going to help. Things that inspire you, look for that. And I hope at least one person watched the video. I hate to put myself out here on YouTube, but I think that's it's for everybody now to stand up and speak their truths, put yourself out here. You might have information or a point of view that people people might need to hear, but we usually just keep it to ourselves. Oh, hold on. I just noticed something. I just drove past a lottery sign, and I just noticed someone won that $1 billion, the Mega Millions. Congratulations to whoever did that. I wish that was my lottery ticket. But just noticed that somebody got $1 billion. That said, I hope everybody, just try not to have so much fear in their life and watch what they eat, watch what they listen to, watch what they're looking at. Just be careful what you take in, because anything that disturbs your spirit and gets you on edge and it's not adding to your inspiration or helping you strategize or anything like that, let it go. Tune it out. I don't believe in negative motivation. Wagging the fingers. That's another thing I'm tired of seeing on YouTube. It's like the wagging of the fingers about what people ain't doing. Just wagging of the fingers. Anyway, I'm going to start trying to make more videos. I don't know if I get followers or not. Subscribers, I should say. I don't like that word, followers. Subscribers is much better. Being totally transparent, as someone who's have started businesses and working to build for-profit and my non-profit, I need to engage with people. And I think the way the economy works, the way business work now, you have to connect directly with the people. And, gone are the days you just throw an ad on television or the newspaper or something like that. We have to actually engage with people. And I do hope to get subscribers and people interested in what I'm saying, what I have to offer, different things that I have coming up in store, and I think it's beneficial. I'm a type of person that I want to provide things that I want for myself, but instead of me sitting back waiting on someone to create it and make it for me to buy, I decided, okay, let me find out what I need to do and put it together myself. And there's someone else just like me that want to buy this thing or do this particular thing. I support many businesses that, I see people started something, they have a unique idea, something that's fresh. I'm like, hey, I like that. I'll support them. And I hope I get the same support back. And I don't do that to get support, but I do hope that whatever I put forth is valuable. People find it of value. And I'm talking enough. I'm going to end it here. I'm going to study how this YouTube thing works. I'm watching the videos, and I know this is a low budget piece of content, but hey, this is the best time for me to put a video together. I may get to where I can sit down and have I got podcasting equipment. I got, what is that, the Rodecaster Pro. Got a microphone. I got a lot of those things I got from 2020. I just never quite get a chance to set up space up to do podcasting from. And anyway, you guys, if you're interested, you can go over to Anchor and you can look up the Real Understanding Podcast. I got a few episodes over there. Again, I'm not polished yet. but I want this to grow. I have a lot of information that I sit on, that I've been sitting on for decades, and I would like to share that with anyone interested. People used to always tell me, I ought to write a book, I ought to do this, you ought to write books, you ought to, podcast thing is kind of, I guess for the last 8 or 9 years been popular, but I used to get that all the time. I'm finally trying to open up and step out, and I get it. It's the land of the trolls. You connect with the public. There's all sorts of people out here. But again, I think the bulk of the people on the planet are decent, and even the ones that are not, I think the environment skews people to do certain things and to act and be certain ways. So, enough said. I'll talk to you guys later. So anybody tuned in, I appreciate you tuning in, listening to me. I'll be coming back with some other insights. But I just want to reiterate that try to divorce yourself from any kind of fear information. If it's legit information, take the good and throw away the negative. Like they said, eat from the tree of life, throw away the verbal ham, so to speak. I think Brand Nubian said that in one of their songs. But, just eat and consume the things that inspire you, that edify you, that helps you. And if it's triggering fear and just leaving it at that, push that to the side. Know how to separate that. So I'll say peace, one love to you.